I'm Betty. Welcome to my kitchen. The recipe I'm going to share with you today is one that I've been making for over 50 years, and it's called in the family Mom's Meatloaf. And here are the ingredients, which, as you can see, there are quite a few, but it does make for a really tasty meatloaf. So to start with, I've got a pound of a combination of beef and pork. You can certainly use all beef, as I do on many occasions, but today it's a mix of beef and pork. In that, we've got 1 egg slightly beaten, a half cup of milk, 2 slices of sandwich bread. I've removed the crusts and cut it into small cubes. I've got about 1/3 cup of finely diced onion. And then I've got a ½ teaspoon each of salt, pepper, garlic salt, that's celery salt, garlic salt, dry mustard, and a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Now, of course, you can just dump everything into the meatloaf, but what I like to do first is combine all of these flavoring ingredients. I just think I get a better mix, and the flavor does, I'm sure everything goes all through the meatloaf. I'll just dump all these in. Our dry mustard, salt, and I'll give these a stir. Now once that's done, I'll add the diced onion and finally the bread cubes. And I want to get those in and let them soak just a little bit, just to make sure that they've got all of that flavor. Okay, get that little guy in there. And once that's done, put that into our meat mixture and stir it lightly. You never want to compact anything like a meatloaf or meatballs too tightly. It's going to give you a dry, stodgy mixture. So just fold it lightly together. This was such a family favorite, even with the kids growing up. That's a nice homey meal. And I'll be serving this with some mashed potatoes and some nice glazed carrots. A good comfort dinner. All right, so once that's done, what I'm going to do is shape it lightly with my hands. I don't like to cook a meatloaf in a loaf pan. When you do that, all you're going to do is ensure that all of the fat stays in there. If you do it in a roasting type pan, extra fat can escape, which is good. So I've got my pan all ready, and I'm just going to slide this in, just like so, and give it another quick shape. I think you can probably see it's quite a loose mixture, and it's quite wet. There. Now to finish this off, I'm going to make diagonal indentations just with the end of my fork. There we go. And this handy dandy squeeze ketchup bottle, just going to fill these indentations with ketchup. For some reason, when our kids were little, they just thought this was the fanciest thing going. We didn't have squeeze ketchup bottles back then, so it's actually much easier to do now. When the bottle squeezes. Okay, now that's all ready to go into a 350 oven for about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. And we'll set the timer for an hour and 15 minutes. Dinner's ready. Our meatloaf with some creamy mashed potatoes and some glazed carrots. A simple dinner, but trust me, it's delicious. Enjoy.